DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vids. It's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Wow, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad. I'm aka Chatty Bobby Daddy.
I'm still so happy. My name's Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th.
And I'm here, and I'm Hot Mike Chance.
Back in the building, BJ the DJ.
And
Whoa. Guess who's black? Black again. I'm Brandon E.
He's back.
back and
the
better
Fab
than
Five.
ever.
Shout out to the Michigan Wolverines.
Wait, you're black?
A little light brown.
Yeah.
That'd be something dark brown. In July, though, I don't know. Unless I smile, you ain't gonna see me.
It's too early.
I'm Barney purple in the end of July.
The boys are back in town.
Man, this has been a long time coming right here.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Guys, so glad to see you guys.
I'm glad to see you too, bro. I'm glad you're doing better.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back, man.
You know, the over the top listeners and watchers are glad to have you back. We're doing an episode today that we've been talking about doing for a long time.
And we had to have all five of us here for this
Had to have the
episode.
Fab Five Freddy. Shout out to OTD Raps. Shout out Dr. Dre, the big Dr. Dre.
The
Red
original
Lover.
Dr. J.
I'm just gonna say this, and we're gonna move on. Hot take: Beastie Boys are extremely overrated.
Oh my God, I could not agree more.
Hey, you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Okay.
with that one.
I agree with that.
Hey,
Okay, I just wanted to get that out.
Oh my
Sorry.
God, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sleep Till
You're
Brooklyn.
gonna-
Outside
okay.
of No Sleep Till Brooklyn, what are they got?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, what's
The beats
the
are hard.
producer for that one? Rick Rubin?
Rick
What
Rubin.
has he ever done? I mean, what's
Bro,
the,
hey, whoa.
Whoa.
Now you're going
Let's
too far.
I mean, what is his history? I mean, what?
He's responsible
I know
for a
he
lot
is,
of
I
hip
know
hop.
is it because
99 Problems, LL Cool J.
he's
Also
been
some
a
of Eminem's
producer.
work.
I
He's
know
been a
he's been a
producer.
producer for
Johnny
but did he have
Cash.
any music background before, like producer?
Oh, no. Who knows? But
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. He's like one of the
He's
biggest.
the godfather of
Didn't-
hip hop.
didn't the Beastie
Walk that
Boys-
back a little bit. Beastie Boys are overrated, though.
No, I
Didn't
was
the
not
Beastie
throwing
Boys
shade.
put them on the map, though? Didn't the
He's
Beastie-
not Washington. It's
Everybody
all
gets
right.
put on the map.
Actually,
By
fuck
somebody.
Rick. No, I'm just playing.
No, whoa!
I'm just playing. Shout out Rick.
Don't take it that far.
But we're here to talk about our personal
Yes.
Mount
Yes.
Rushmores. Now, this is going to be. There's no wrong answer to this.
No.
But when we was talking about doing this, and shout out to O&E because O&E mentioned it about the movie.
Yes, about actors.
So we'll have to.
actors
We'll,
and
yeah, we'll see if
everything.
we can get him on for the movie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, you can go a bunch of different ways. But we figured the best way for it to make sense for the episode is everybody just pick their personal
Yes.
favorite. You know, their Mount Rushmore.
I failed on this assignment, I promise.
No, you're an overachiever.
There's no.
Overachiever.
You're just an
No
overachiever, BJ. You're an overachiever.
'Cause I don't even know who's on my personal. I'm like, who would I put on my
It's tough. I mean, it's tough. I picked four. I know we're gonna have some overlapping
There's
choices.
no way
in
not
it.
to.
Yeah. And this list was made was if we were gonna make this list 10 years ago, there would have been some
Facts.
differences in it as well. But we all know one that's not going to be on our list.
PN News.
That one exactly. But
Crush from Demolition.
who wants to throw one out there?
From Demolition.
So how are we doing this? Are we just going to give one each and
One-
then just pass around?
Yeah, we'll just pass it around from there. That way, if somebody throws one out there that we all have on our list, we
what-
could just throw.
And just like your quick reason why it's yours. Like why.
One
it's
thing
on
about
yours.
the Mount Rushmore thing, though, is like, are they in place of like
that's a
like
good
1 through
question.
4, or is it just hey, here's 4 great people?
Yeah,
Like,
I just
I
look at
just
it as
put
just
four
four
great-
The four,
I-
my
yeah.
four. Yeah,
my
that's
four
fair.
faves.
Yeah.
I'll kick it off.
Yeah, okay, throw us one out there.
Sting, obviously, that's
Yeah.
my guy, my go-to. I feel like obviously his WWE run wasn't what it could have been, but this man was the face of WCW for many years. The franchise transitioned from the multicolored tights and hair dye to the Crow Sting, which is to me is one of the greatest characters of all time.
Facts.
And for him to keep that going longevity-wise as long as he did through TNA and changed that character up a little bit. And then what he did with AEW helped really get them established. I think, he's number one on my list. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Don't forget that little rat tail that he rocked back.
Oh,
in
the
the
rat
day.
tail. Yeah, right there. Like that guy right there.
favorite inclination of Sting. Is it
man.
biker? I mean, not biker. Is it beach bum Sting?
I like that.
No, I
Sting.
think
Great American
Crow Sting for me.
I loved when Crow Stink when he got that going. And I just that was
Honorable
magical.
mention for that would be Joker Sting. It just didn't have a long enough run in
Was
TNA.
good,
That was a
yeah.
really
Yeah.
good character.
That bash at the beach though Sting is so iconic, man.
We can all agree that it's not WWE Sting.
No.
Unfortunately,
no.
Wait, about 10 years.
I mean, honestly, they did some really cool stuff with him, but there was no reason that Sting should have lost a match in WWE.
I agree.
At all.
I agree.
Facts.
100% agree.
So Undertaker.
Yes.
The greatest character of all time. I
Yep.
feel like I mean, you got to admit, as far as one of the most respected in the in the locker room amongst the boys.
Yeah.
The most iconic. You know what I mean? WrestleMania. Like he was. I know somebody. Michaels was too, but the streak.
Was it 21 before he lost?
Yes.
Yeah, 21.
How do you do it?
It was an accident. It wasn't even like
that's a
intended
tough
at
character
first,
to keep going as long as he did.
And able to change it up within itself.
God.
And
Yeah.
reinvent it. He
Yeah,
reinvented
every
it
single
4 or 5
time.
times. He could work with anybody.
Locker room leader.
That's
man.
true.
Yeah.
He could cut promos. He was terrifying, and also like he was.
He's the whole
fucking
package,
Undertaker.
man.
Yeah, he was the Undertaker.
I will
man.
say this about Taker. Taker versus, we talked about it the previous episode. Taker versus Hogan in the 90s was trash.
Yeah.
Well, it's 'cause of Hogan.
Two characters that did not mix.
Yeah.
Taker versus Hogan in the mid 2000s was money.
Yeah.
The American Badass.
Unless you're
Big
trying to do a
Evil,
choke slam.
Yeah, Hogan was money. Like
Yeah.
they should have done a three match run there, but they didn't. It was but that was money then.
Yeah.
Early 90s, Hogan, to hell with him. Then against Taker was trash. It was trash.
Yeah, and I've gained I've always respected the hell out of Taker, but I've gained a lot more love and respect for Taker since he retired and started podcasting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you get to peel the curtain back and you get to let him. You just see how fucking good of a dude he is too, and how
Even though
respected
he fired his host already. For,
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
I didn't
Well,
know.
I think
I've just been saying,
WWE did that, yeah. But
That was a WWE decision,
Yeah.
which I don't
What
think
was
it
the
was
reason?
the right call.
He
They
just
wanted
got
Michelle
signed. The
McCool on
podcast
there.
got picked up by WWE.
Yeah, the
so-
podcast. Yeah, and they
okay.
wanted
So they brought
Michelle-
on Michelle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They brought on Michelle.
yeah,
to,
which I guess makes more sense for the WWE universe.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
But
their
yeah.
podcasts are rocking.
yeah, they were great. They were great.
But no, Undertaker was on my list as well. Just the longevity of him being able to do what he did for as long as he did. Even though right there at the end we were getting one match a year, but it was still. I mean, seeing his entrance live is the
Yeah.
most
Oh my
iconic
gosh.
entrance I've seen in person
Yeah.
and everything. Just when those
The gongs
bells,
go off,
the gongs go off. It's just instantly who it
You
is.
can tell before he's about to come out, they hit the air. It gets cooler in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
special.
It's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Number one of all time. The greatest of all time.
You can't see him. John
John
Cena.
I don't care what nobody
Absolutely.
says. Kill me in the comments. The greatest of all time.
John Cena.
He's on my. He's on my.
John
He's on
Cena.
my. He's on my Mount Rushmore too.
He's,
Greatest of
I
all
knew he
time.
was going to be brought up, and he.
Yeah,
you have to-
everybody knows how I feel. I still get text messages from people I don't even talk to on a regular basis no more. When there's a John Cena thought
Yep.
pops up, people still reach out to me. They know
It's
how
hard
much I
not to.
love John
It's
Cena.
hard
It-
not to put him on that list. Look
Yeah.
at his run.
Exactly.
when you talk
carried
about
that company.
longevity.
Plus years. I mean, he's 20 plus years too, bro.
Exactly.
And he's whether you love Cena or you hate Cena, you don't not watch a Cena match. Bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Yep.
you the reason
I
I
mean,
know
you don't.
Cena's the GOAT. They had the worst belt design of all time for him. That Spinner Championship.
Yep.
And even
He got
after
it
he
over.
didn't hold it, they didn't change it.
Yeah.
For a long
Because he
long
made it.
time.
He made it so.
He got
He
it
made
over.
people like it. He
Yeah.
made it get over
I'm
it.
just
Yeah.
too like a lot of things run personal with me as far as like who I am as a person and like stuff I truly believe in. And the fact that he can do everything that we're all mentioning,
Yep.
and the fact that he is the all-time leadingest Make-A-Wish person,
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing that
you still had time for that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why. That means a lot.
As
to me.
busy
So,
as his
yeah.
schedule is,
Yeah.
like you said, to mix that
Yes.
in
With
is
sick kids, man.
Yeah.
Like,
well. Seeing those video, like the one video that pops out to me, seeing of him is where the people wrote letters back to him, people that have been impacted by him by Make-A-Wish, and then they came back.
You don't even think about that. Like
no.
you don't think about that when you're doing those things in the moment. Another thing about Cena, what I love now is that he's made himself more available to people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just people.
Yeah.
But he's also quick to correct them when they're like the behavior is maybe not necessarily respectful. To say, look, if you want to record me, just ask permission type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Just, true professional in every sense of the word. I guess when he kind of just went away and we didn't realize he was going away, you didn't really appreciate it as much. Now that he came back in that year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this has been like, and you can throw the heel turn in there as well. I think that was
I love
it
the
was,
heel
it was
turn.
necessary. It
I
needed
liked
to
it
happen.
a lot.
Yeah.
There's some things we've talked about how it could have been different and how we hated that this
It
person
could have been
was a
better.
part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
But he said it though.
he quickly transitioned back to
Yeah.
a face like it was nothing.
Because he's John Cena.
Like it was
Nobody
nothing.
can really do that but him.
Nobody could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why he's the GOAT.
Yep.
I mean, you have to put him on that rock
on
up there
mine.
with them.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
I knew you were gonna break down.
Thank you.
For me, I don't think it'll be any surprise.
No.
HBK,
Yep.
Shawn Michaels. I think if you're talking about not the look of a professional wrestler, but if I was going to show someone why they should fall in love with professional wrestling,
Yeah.
I'm going to show them a Shawn Michaels match. Probably the ladder match between him and Razor, and I think like that. I think everything just his whole body of work. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not extremely. He wasn't really a top guy for very long, but I think he made an impact
He
on
made
the
it,
business, and
Never had a bad
yep,
match.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he can go in there with anyone.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say he never had a bad match. That match they did, DX versus
Yeah.
Brothers of Destruction.
I don't
that
count
wasn't
that.
a good match. That wasn't a good match. They've all agreed.
His
it wasn't
WrestleMania
good.
I would say-
43
I would
match
say
might
one-
not be
I would
good.
say
Yeah, we're probably gonna get that again in
tag
2
matches
years.
aside, tag matches aside,
Funny.
Shawn Michaels, yeah, he's
Yeah,
one of the
you
best
get-
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
He's on my level.
And what's crazy about the last 3 people we've named, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, John Cena, never left WWE once they went over.
Yeah.
Now I know Taker was other places before,
Yeah,
Yep.
but once he went there, he never.
Well, same with Michaels. He was in AEW.
yeah, same with but like they never.
They really made
Moved
their
and
name.
came back, yeah.
there at
Yeah,
WWE.
exactly.
And the impact
Cena
Mike-
Cena never left.
Yeah,
No,
and
he
the
never
impact
left.
Michaels is making now on NXT.
Yep.
Everything, I
And
mean,
he trained guys like Daniel Bryan,
Yeah.
too. So I mean, he's given a lot back to the business as
And I
well.
was hoping at one point we may have got that match in some capacity
Mm-hmm.
while Michaels was still there, but it wouldn't have been fair to Brian Danielson. It wouldn't have been fair to him because Michaels wasn't the same guy he was 2
Yeah.
years
Did you
ago.
hear?
Yep.
You remember when Punk was on commentary that time? I was talking about how Shawn Michaels didn't really train Daniel Bryan. He just charged him $3,000 for classes. William Regal's the one that really trained Daniel
Yep.
Bryan. I was like, dang gum, that's crazy to say. He was like shooting on there for sure.
That's why
Yeah.
you love Punk.
But yeah, that's a good one. That's a note. Yeah.
I'm throwing my man out there, Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my guy, man. Like for him to come in, amateur background within the first year, he's WWE champion. He's won every belt imaginable within his first year.
Broken freaking neck.
I love TNA Kurt Angle more so than I love WWE Kurt
It
Angle.
was way more intense. I feel
He
like.
was a freaking animal in TNA.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was Perk Angle.
TNA
too.
would have
Real heavy
never
Perk
made
Angle.
Perk Angle. TNA would have never made it without Kurt Angle making it there.
No, and I think maybe that was why he was so. Maybe he had a chip on his shoulder because
I would-
WWE.
yeah.
I mean, he was one of the top guys, but it ran without him. You know, but TNA at that time would
Was
have
cooking.
He was.
Oh my God.
He was
him
the
and
guy.
Samoa Joe was. I mean,
He
and-
had
and
great
AJ,
matches with
you know.
everybody.
Yeah.
Great match. His series with Sting was phenomenal. The series with Abyss, the moonsault he does off the ramp onto Abyss
Yeah.
is one of the best moments
Oh.
ever. We saw him at Lockdown do the backflip off the cage on the Hardy.
Kurt,
We met him, too. He's a
Freak
great
athlete.
Kurt
guy.
Angle was a freaking animal, man.
Nice guy.
that's a
And
good
what's
spot.
crazy is that Foxcatcher camp that
Yep.
he was part of that Mark Kerr.
Yep.
That,
Mark Kerr, yeah.
He
Yep.
was part of that, and then of course the 2 Olympic brothers.
Yep.
It is crazy. That was all the people that were involved in
Yeah.
that movie. I've only seen.
Supposedly he's taking Brock Lesnar to his limit too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
imagine 300-something pound Brock Lesnar getting handled by 240-pound
He was
Kurt
that
Angle?
good, though.
Yep.
that's a bad
That's
dude.
a bad dude.
That's a bad dude.
Undeniable.
Undeniable.
Pro wrestler. Now,
But
Lesnar-
Jericho did it too.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
that's
that
what, yeah,
dude,
that's what
too.
they say. Well, like take Lesnar and Bobby Lashley out of the equation because obviously they did go to MMA and actually do something and was somewhat successful. if there was ever a wrestler who could have transitioned to MMA and done it effectively, it would have been
He
Angle.
would have been like Royce Gracie.
Oh, he
man.
would have been unbelievable.
It
He
would've
was
been
he looked like a badass in the movie Warrior when
Yes,
he was
he did.
when he was.
Now that's peak Kurt Angle to
Yeah,
me.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
he was like chiseled
Dude.
out of granite back then.
yeah.
Yeah, he's special.
Good call on that one.
Oh yeah.
The guy.
Shout out Kurt Angle. So, Cena, everything Brandon said, I agree with. Cena's on mine with Taker, but I'll add Ric Flair. I mean, he's
Yeah.
he's the
I figured you were going to
he's
put
my
him.
favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
Best promo. I mean, he was, best promos, best in ring at the time, legendary run. I just wish he wouldn't have kept
Go,
trying
just
to
hang it up when he
wrestle.
was supposed
but
to.
I get it. It's hard when you love something, man, and it's all you really feel like you know and you're good at, in your head. You don't want to say no.
Yeah,
you
you-
don't want to give it up, especially if people keep throwing money at you and throwing it.
Yeah.
But
But
that's one thing I felt like when you mentioned Taker. Like Taker would have a series of good matches, and you have one bad one. I'd be like, man, just it's time. And you have another good match, and it was like it was really hard for him to walk away. Same with Michaels. Michaels had one of the best right off into the sunset. Then he comes back, and it wasn't what he thought it was going to be. Flair had the best send off ever. He goes to TNA
Oh, yeah.
and has a match with Sting.
Yep.
Why? And then he has the match with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal and all of them. Like, dude, you didn't need to do that.
the match with
You're-
Michaels was
that-
it,
the-
bro.
the- like you said, that was the-
storybook.
Yes.
Chef's kiss
But-
to an ending,
But yeah, I mean,
and then
Rick-
the following night on Raw
Yeah.
was everything was perfect.
Like, I loved him being at TNA, and I loved him starting the Fortune Group, having like being in that manager role and getting those guys like AJ and them ready. But like, I didn't need to see you wrestle Sting in TNA. I
Yeah,
saw it all throughout the '90s, man. I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, and like with Flair, there's my favorite inclination to him would have been the mid '80s, like the four horsemen.
Rolex
Ric Flair.
wearing, Gators.
But
Space Mountain.
but still,
Space
like
Mountain.
there was times, even though Bischoff fucked him around, like
No,
in
those
WCW, but
Nitro
there was still-
days.
there was still some good spots there, and I even liked Ric Flair when he came in WWE with Evolution, and like it was like a different thing, but yeah, man, Ric
Evolution's
Flair,
another one of the great. I mean, he's been a part of
So much.
three of the greatest factions. You could say what you want about TNA and Fortune, but I thought that was a really cool faction. All those guys could go.
Fortune was
Evolution.
Yeah.
And then the Four Horsemen, like he played a key part in getting all those established in different types of roles
Exactly.
too. That was great. About it.
Exactly.
well, getting and putting over getting the younger guys over and everything and helping out with it. But Evolution was more of Triple H giving. It's like, hey,
That was his
You could-
Four Horsemen.
yeah, come help us out with this and everything, and it helped Flair out in a bad time.
I mean, I think that Jay Lethal Flair woo off is probably the most streamed
oh, that's
or
freaking
most viewed
amazing.
TNA video of all time.
It's free. Yeah, it's a good
Jay
one.
Lethal, shout out Jay Lethal.
I'll throw Punk's on mine. He's just the embodiment of he did, especially in the time when everybody was muscular. I mean, Lesnar, Cena, all those guys, just body wise, just and Punk was just an everyday guy going out there just putting on technical matches, just burning it down.
Great
and
promo
everything.
guy, great
Yeah.
technical guy, respect for the business. Like came up, cut his teeth in other promotions before he finally established himself as who he is in WWE.
Yeah,
I mean, he's held every belt imaginable except the NWA title.
Yeah.
It's
He's
just
held everyone.
must listen promo.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, oh, yeah.
you got
The-
the handful of people that whenever they speak, you're quiet and you're listening. You just never know.
Yep.
And he's definitely that dude.
And I liked AEW Punk. I thought his run.
Oh, yeah.
His presence there meant something.
He did.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't been the same since his
It
It
last.
has
not
not
been-
been the same. You're
no,
right.
no. He was the star power
Yeah.
for him and everything. But
That's
and
the last time I've watched.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
the coolest moment for me during that time was him teaming up with Sting, and they all painted their face up and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is awesome. This is
Yeah.
what I want to see."
yeah.
I had him on my list too, and it's like for me, it's the psychology
Yeah.
that he has. He still understands. Like a lot of his matches have that old school feel.
Yep.
A lot of his promos have that old school feel that we grew up on, and it's like the ring psychology and the storytelling that he has. Like him and Jericho,
Yep.
whenever they were going through it,
Yeah.
and he's straight edge and. They're just like it was a good run.
Well,
With
him and that Gunther match. Him and
yeah, that was like as old school as you could get.
yeah.
I had a
loved
feeling-
every bit of it.
Before Lesnar, I thought that if there was anybody that could have broke the streak, it would have been Punk, and they
Yeah.
would have been like, "Yeah, you could strap a rocket to his ass after that." Lesnar didn't need it. Punk
No,
could have
he
had
didn't need
such
it.
a run after that.
Yeah.
But I mean, who else was? it made sense Lesnar beating it. Taker really wasn't going to beat Lesnar at 60 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lesnar.
That's true.
Well, and it was a larger than life record, and it made sense for the larger than life Lesnar to
absolutely.
beat it than CM Punk. You know,
Yeah.
but
That part too. Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, I'm just keeping it in order. I know you just spoke on it, but Flair's my second on my Mount Rushmore. I do think he's the greatest 1A, 1B wrestler of all time in ring with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
He's pop culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, it's-
Ric Flair is the first white dude ever got invited to the cookout. Chad, DJ, and Dusty Rhodes were right behind him.
What y'all cooking, baby?
I mean, no, it's true though. Like a lot of like current day, like show off, flashy, bling blingy, in your face. Look what I got. Ric Flair did that.
He
Just
did all that.
freestyling, man. Dude's so good.
yeah.
He's just
The spilt liquor promo is the best promo ever. I spent more money on spilt liquor in bars across the country than what you make in an entire year.
I
Yeah.
just was thinking about Cena, and when he was talking, Flair was just Thursday was on Johnny Manziel's podcast,
oh wow.
and he was talking about how Cena became the greatest of all time,
Yeah.
and he said Cena would have never became the greatest of all time if he would have kept hanging out with me.
This is very,
Yeah, he said he went out with me one night. They told him, if you want to keep on climbing up, you better leave Flair out of this, buddy, because he get you in trouble. But nah,
Facts.
Flair's the man.
oh yeah. Yeah. He has to be put on it.
Yeah, he should be on everybody's Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
even if he's your favorite or not.
Yep.
He's the man.
For sure.
The next one I have is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret Hart. I think from maybe not the best from a human perspective, but from in ring and just
Goldberg's fault.
yeah, just the same way as Shawn Michaels. There's not very many matches that I've watched that I was just like didn't enjoy.
No.
So
He made everybody look
Yep.
good in the ring.
And
Yeah.
growing up with that feud between him and Michaels too is just so impactful and everything.
and him and Owen, like I think
Oh,
that's
my
a
gosh.
feud that
Yeah.
that
Super
doesn't really get
underrated.
get the love that it should.
I mean, I would have never knew that British Bulldog was so wasted,
Yeah.
because I thought he put on the clinic when I was a kid.
He made it
Yep.
look good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
made it look
God, he
great.
really
He
did.
carried
Yeah.
that whole thing.
That was probably his best match.
Yeah, and I think
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Davey Boy
I
Smith's
think
best
it's a
match.
shame the way that everything happened with him and that he wasn't able to kind of be a mentor to some of the people coming up because I think the business would be in a better spot if he was
Oh,
able
can
to
you
kind of
imagine-
mentor him.
Imagine him down at the NXT. Just, I mean,
Yep.
I just don't think, looking back on things now, never in my mind would I have thought, I'm Bret Hart, I'm getting this big contract from WCW, I'm about to go there and be a star, knowing the control that Hogan and them had, the Nash and all those guys. Like, there was no way they were going to let him go over anything.
yeah.
There was no way. So putting him in the NWO made sense, I guess, because obviously he's not going to be the top guy there.
Yep.
So he really only went there for the money.
I mean, that was a
Had to have.
substantial payday.
Guaranteed.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah,
It
it's
was
a-
like
it's a
more
money
than-
you
more
could-
than double what he was making.
yeah,
last year.
you couldn't say no to that
Absolutely.
money.
No.
But again, bringing him in at that bumped everybody else up. So they're clearly not going to let him get over like WWE
No.
did.
Yeah, because Nash and Hall and Hogan, whoever's contract came in at that, but they
Favored nations, baby.
they got
Yep.
bumped up a little, just
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. So we're number 4 now, right? I've got Sting, Angle, Flair's been mentioned, obviously. I'm going AJ Styles. I've mentioned it before. AJ's work, man. He's another one. Doesn't have a bad match
Yep.
with anybody. I can't pinpoint one bad match AJ Styles or any bad feud he's had since he's been with WWE. But going back to TNA, he was the guy. He was always set up to be the guy. Then he leaves TNA. He goes to New Japan, helps elevate the Bullet Club, makes a name for himself in New Japan, holds their world title, comes to WWE, and has really busted through that so-called glass ceiling that they
Yeah.
say these guys who Vince doesn't make. He's come and really shattered everything about that glass ceiling. So
Did he win the Ring of Honor world title as well?
Did he win the Pure Championship? I don't know if he did. I don't think he did.
I
I think Jericho's the only one to hold that, and along
Okay.
with everything else. But and Cody might have too.
Kevin Owens?
Punk, yeah, maybe. There's a
Kevin
list.
Steen?
There's a
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
There's a list. But for them to come in and win the WWF title was a whole nother thing.
And
so.
and being an undersized,
An
Yep.
undersized guy.
Yeah, that's the
probably
biggest thing.
smallest since Jericho to win the world
Just a
title.
normal looking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so
But
good.
the guy can work,
Oh my
man.
yeah, he's one of the
Work,
best
man.
workers ever.
of all time.
There is no TNA without AJ Styles.
Oh,
I mean,
that's-
Jeff.
oh,
I love Jeff Jarrett. Southern wrestling fan. I
Jeff
love
Jarrett's
Jeff
not-
Jarrett.
He don't have the sauce though, bro.
But he had to have
Shout out
guys
Jeff
like
Jarrett.
AJ
They-
Styles.
Jared said
Absolutely.
he'll tell you that too,
Yes.
though.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
He was smart enough. By the way, we're almost done with this episode, and we have not shouted out K-Dub for these fire ass ducks that she made.
There's some on the front
Yep.
right there, and then there's some more right here.
Yeah,
and
so
I
shout
took
out
one
to
home with
K-Dub.
me.
She got a
Oh, you had to
Jackson
take that one
Patoni.
home though. That was yours. That was meant for you, dude.
Yeah, I took it home with me. I took the Jason one home.
Yeah.
Shout out to K-Dub.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
support
shout out
of
K-Dub.
the podcast.
Yeah.
K-Dub.
Chat Arms TV and Show and Prove. So
Definitely.
I wanted to do that before I forgot. But
Yeah.
AJ Styles for sure.
Oh my God,
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, that's
And he's actually pushing to be like my favorite wrestler of all time. Like,
Don't blame you.
that's hard to argue right there. And it's gonna be. It's I guess next year he's gonna go on a retirement
Did y'all
run.
see the reaction he got in Paris?
yeah,
Dude, they
love him, dude.
They
That's
love
the
him.
biggest reaction I've seen from any wrestler in years.
Love him. He's
Years.
loved
I'm not-
overseas.
look-
Even his reactions when he was in New Japan, he was getting.
Oh my
Guys,
Huge
there's
pops.
gonna be a changing of the wrestling guard. I feel like Jericho's coming back for a little run
That's what
next
I'm hearing.
year.
That's what I'm hearing.
And I feel like he's on his way out. But like this whole new generation now, we got like even Roman is a spot part-time type
Oh,
person.
yeah, he's
now.
a
There's
movie
a
star.
whole new wave of guys coming up now, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna start seeing some new faces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got
Shout out Matt Riddle. Heard he's been doing really good.
He's not on Punk's wish list, that's for sure.
Dude, that boy,
I
my
ain't gonna watch
FYP
it.
page is just nothing but him shitting on people.
I think Goldberg owes my ass whooping too, though.
I don't know if he wants to go barking up that Matt Riddle
Yeah,
tree.
Matt Riddle's a legit. He's a legit bad dude.
Yeah, you
He's-
can tell he's a badass dude because he's so like chill and
Well,
like.
he was in the UFC. He was on. He was
Thanks.
on
Ultimate Fighter
Ultimate
thing,
Fighter
yeah.
show
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
I think he had a handful of. Fights.
I think he couldn't
Yeah.
pass the drug test. That's why they
Yep.
let him go.
Exactly.
He's one of those people that
smoke at the bowl, dude.
But yeah, he's. Well, there is a backstage thing of like a little
Yep.
Interaction with him and Goldberg.
Him and Goldberg. He's like,
Yeah,
okay,
I forgot
we'll
about
talk.
that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk.
He's like, okay. And Riddle's like, okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong though. I know he's a badass UFC fighter in his past, but Goldberg's still Goldberg though. Like, and that man ain't right. Like something ain't clicking
He'll
up here,
definitely
dude.
kick him in the head, that's for sure.
Man, I'm trying to figure out which way to go on this because it's between a couple. It may not be a popular one, but I'm gonna say Stone Cold, bro.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
yeah,
it
Right
yeah.
behind you,
And the
showing
only-
on people's. I was
You
going to
got
say.
to.
And the
Man.
only
Yeah.
reason it was between him and Shawn Michaels.
That's funny. That's literally the.
But with me, and I love them both.
Yep.
But like with me, it's Stone Cold because his run was really only 4
Yep.
really solid years,
Yep.
3 solid years,
Yep.
really.
Yeah.
97 to 2000.
Yep.
And then in 2000, he didn't even really. I mean, he stayed out for a while, but
It changed
I mean, dude, he
everything
changed.
forever.
I mean, he
It's
changed.
got-
Changed
yeah,
wrestling.
it's got to be about the impact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
the
no
4 short
You
years.
didn't miss anything he did, bro.
He changed the trajectory of wrestling in general.
Forever. Yeah.
Forever.
To where he's still getting pops 30
Yes.
years later.
Yeah.
like he's still there. You know?
And even he's another one that took bad gimmicks and made them work. Stunning Steve Austin was a great gimmick in WCW.
Yeah.
Would it have worked in WWE?
No,
Absolutely
it
not.
Wouldn't have been allowed to.
The
Absolutely
Hollywood
not.
Blondes were a great tag team.
Great
in
tag team.
Should have been a better, even bigger tag team.
Yes.
It should
I would have loved to have seen them work in WWE. New
Exactly.
characters,
Oh, man.
because both of their characters had changed. Like when I think about this Mount Rushmore, I was thinking about this when I did the WWF one. The impact. So like, there's really like you talked about Cena. The impact, 15-year run on top.
Yeah.
Hogan, 15, 20-year run on top. Cena, Roman, 10, 12 years on top. Like these
Yeah.
guys are light years above everybody else. There's them, and there's a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my stuff in tiers, man. There's like a level in that second tier. Is
For
like
sure.
huge
It's
too.
light years. Like the
Yeah.
top tier are light years ahead of that. They're great wrestlers, don't get me wrong, but they're nowhere near this.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
run on top, nowhere close.
I think it's a toss up between Austin and Cena on who sold the most merch.
Oh,
Like that's kind of like
That's
the thing. I think
I mean, I
Cena
think Austin's
might
still
have
selling
a-
shirts.
I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
anybody. I don't know if anybody sold as much
But
as Stone Cold.
Austin 316. Yeah.
That Austin 360.
I don't know. I don't have the numbers in front
Yep.
of me, but I would think that
It's
Cena's
so
probably
much.
giving him room for his money, but I don't see how Stone Cold.
I mean, that
got outsold
NWO
by
shirt's like
anybody.
probably the most iconic shirt ever sold.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
still sells.
that
like-
one in the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that and the Austin 316 shirt, obviously, but the DX shirt, the original DX shirt, those, I mean, they still sell.
I always base impacts of wrestlers off of people who know nothing.
Yep.
Like if you talk to
Oh, yeah.
somebody who's never watched wrestling a day in their life, and I was just like, throw names in there to see if they actually know him. And if they actually know him, that's when you know.
How big of a deal.
Hulk, and Hulk Hogan's always going to be on there.
Oh, yeah.
If
Of
we
course.
did, if this Mount Rushmore wasn't our favorite, Hulk
Correct.
Hogan would have been on it.
Fact.
First.
He's not going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
on. He's not, and he's not
That's
on
just
mine,
because
but-
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly
But
like
if
I said. 10
facts
years ago.
thing, you can't argue.
You
that.
can't-
Yeah,
you
like I
can't-
said, 10 years ago,
numbers don't
he would
lie.
have been. He would have been 10 years ago. He would have been.
The Warrior would have been on mine 20 years ago, but he's not now.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, it's.
I mean, I was 10 or 15 years. Flair was the GOAT.
Yep.
And since then, Flair's kind of notched down a little bit on my greatest list. He's still up there, but there's other guys that have been working longer and better because the game has changed, obviously. And I'm like, Flair's great because he set the bar, but these guys are
I
killing
think,
it.
like, as far as pure love for the sport of professional wrestling, pure love to the death of them, Ric Flair's number one.
Oh, for sure.
yes,
Because when you were saying
he's
It's
lived
his whole
to give
life.
yeah.
he should never
You
had
don't
those
have
matches
anything else.
because he had a send off. He never wanted those send offs.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
He was forced into those
Yeah.
retirements, and that's
Yeah.
why he kept going when he had an opportunity to.
Yeah.
That dude lives and breathes it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and like,
But his role was so much, again, like his role as manager of a new Four Horsemen type group. Oh, man. Imagine that impact. For him to come back as a commissioner at AEW, man, imagine what his role could have been there. To serve in a different role and to really share his knowledge and expertise in wrestling in a different way other than being in the ring, I think would have carried his longevity a
I
little
100%
bit
agree.
farther
I agree.
than having
100%.
those matches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll watch him wrestle all day, every day. But I didn't want to see it.
I don't know. I agree.
So that was mine. So it'd be Taker, Cena, Flair, Austin.
Not a bad list.
Yeah.
I had one more that nobody's mentioned yet. I had Eddie Guerrero on my list.
Hey, throw a little
I've just
different
been,
one, yeah.
I've been an Eddie fan since the early WCW days for me, and just
His son Dom's doing really well.
dude, I'm so awesome.
I hate for Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero would probably be on all four of our
Oh, my
five of our
gosh.
lists.
Yeah, if he would've-
still
yeah.
going, if he didn't pass away so
Yeah,
early.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
But I'm Mr. Perfect, Ravishing Rick. I mean, there's
Yep.
a lot of them you could put on that
I
list.
want to say he
potentially.
was another undersized guy, but there in his late WWE run, he was
Jacked.
he got jacked.
He was only like 5'10" though.
Yeah.
It just the shift of overly big guys wasn't a thing.
I mean, they
at
let
the
two
time, so.
undersized guys carry the world titles for a year.
I mean,
Yeah.
That
4 or 5 years later, you could have potentially gotten Eddie Guerrero and AJ Styles.
What a match! Oh my God, that would have been incredible.
I mean, you could have got something like that.
Oh, that might have been the best match of all time.
Crazy, bro.
The
A lot
Halloween
crazy.
Havoc match, both
Yeah.
Mysterio, the ECW match
Oh my
with
God.
Mysterio,
I can't
and
quit thinking about this match
Yeah.
now.
oh yeah, that's
a lot
insane to
of
think
a
about.
lot of Eddie's early stuff in WCW and ECW was like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But no, yeah, same with you. I mean, we got the same four. I just swapped out Taker for Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we got the same Mount Rushmore pretty much.
Yep. What about you? And did you
I got someone on my list that I feel like has revolutionized the whole
Here we go.
business
I knew there was supposed
of
to be some bullshit. Here we go.
the whole business of professional
I
wrestling,
throw it here.
and has put so many eyes on it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
Logan Paul. No, I had Austin as my last one.
Nice swerve. I like that.
That's a preview of 4 or 5 years from now.
Yeah.
I'll be saying that.
I mean, you can't.
Got to get a reaction from the crowd first.
Yep.
You know what's crazy? We
build
talked
it
about.
up.
He's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Logan Paul.
Oh, look.
I fully agree with Cena being the greatest of all time. I don't know how many of y'all saw his last match on SmackDown.
It was great until Lesnar.
Well, so here's the thing. I'm not a Sami Zayn fan. Never have been. Never will be.
Oh yeah.
They made Sammy look like Super Sammy, and I hated that because Cena hit him with everybody's finishing move and he kicked out.
Yeah. He was.
That was a waste. Cena should have squashed him. He didn't have to put the U.S. title on the line. And if he did win it, who cares? Let him win it back at the next pay-per-view.
Cena's
or
giving
whatever.
back in his.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
But he hit
He's
Sammy
always
with
giving back.
everybody's finishing move that he had ever wrestled.
But he's not going to squash anybody.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
boy,
the
he's
fastest way
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
to turn the TV, put Sami Zayn on there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
He is
the
annoying. He's a
thing
good
about
wrestler.
Cena.
He's annoying.
That's one thing that he, compared to anybody else on the list, he has given back
Yep.
more than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
This has been one of the greatest
Inside and outside.
retirement
Yeah.
runs we've ever seen. Like Flair had a retirement run, if you lose, you're done type thing, was a great one. But this one right now takes the cake. Sting's retirement run in AEW was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
But Cena's
Oh, yeah.
right now and what he's doing, they're going to do a whole PLE.
It's legendary,
just
man.
for him.
It's
Like,
legendary.
that's unbelievable.
That SummerSlam match with him and Cody,
Unbelievable.
man,
Yes.
Dude, him and man, that was a
Yes.
barn burner.
And I'll be honest with y'all, if Cody does
Yep.
what he's doing for 2 more years, he's going to be on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's killing it.
He's good.
I almost
killing it.
put him on
He's
this one.
good,
I was like,
man.
yep.
And I love the fact
Yeah.
that Cena got the run 17 times. Cody did the right thing, did
Yep.
business,
Yep.
and he got it back in a match that was far
Oh, my
exceeded
God.
everything that he had done
Oh,
prior.
yeah.
Like,
I didn't even know he did
good
that.
business. Good business.
Yeah.
Good business.
Yep.
So.
Well, heck yeah, y'all be sure to let us know what y'all thought of our selections.
Give us
and
yours down in the
give us
comments.
y'all's,
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore wrestling.
I love seeing that. I think there's going to be some good ones in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
let us
sure.
know what y'all thought of them. And yeah, man, we're glad to be back. The Fab Five, he's fixing to get 3 weeks straight of the Fab Five. So this is the first of 3 episodes
Get ready for it.
to get y'all through the majority of October. But we appreciate y'all once again. Thank you to K-Dub. Shout out to the Gaggle of Wrestlers, Trouble Spirits, Revolution One Media.
Shout out to this guy. If you're in Ohio, go see this guy in concert this weekend.
Oh, yeah,
He's
smoke
in-
you some weed, man. It's legal there.
He's had a cannabis cup up in Ohio.
Yeah, yeah.
I know Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy. He said he's going to try to make it to come see you perform and all that stuff and everything.
Oh, heck
So,
yeah. Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, you want any parting words from the Peanut Gallery?
Welcome back, Brandon E. Welcome back, Brandon E.
On that note, we out this motherfucker.
Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. Hot mic chance joins the team, hating on me, Gene. BJ the DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak, running wild on you, brother. We're over the top, rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vids, it's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.